Hi, I'm Jack Stanley. I'm with Stanley Coaching, and sometimes I help people with how to teach kids math. We use our coaching skills to teach skill tools for all sorts of things. One of them happens to be some basic teaching skills. Today I'm showing you a picture of not myself, but something much sweeter. It's a Hershey's bar. And did you know you can use the Hershey's bar to teach your first, second, third, fourth grader some basic math skills? This is a whole Hershey's bar still in the wrapper. This is a Hershey's bar unwrapped. You notice these two pieces are the same. If you look carefully, a Hershey's bar can be broken into smaller pieces. So let's break one into smaller pieces and see what happens. We'll come back to this one. I'm going to bring this one out for us, and we're going to do a basic mathematical equation. Here's 12 pieces that actually created to make up the whole Hershey's bar. So I'm breaking up 12 pieces. And there's 2. And there's this. And then here. And so we now have the Hershey bar broken into 12 pieces. As you can see, it's still one Hershey's bar. It's just broken up into the individual pieces. Sort of interesting concept if you think about it just a little bit. It's 12 pieces, one bar, gives you something to play with. But what if we did some mathematical equations? What if we said, what if we want to play with some math problems with our kids in a way that would be very sweet for them to learn? So let's do a basic subtraction problem using the Hershey bars. Suppose we had 10 pieces, like I've laid out here, and we give 4 of them away to a friend. Let's take 4 away. How much do we have left? It's pretty easy. You just count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 10 minus 4 equals 6. We just solved a basic subtraction problem using a Hershey's bar. And you might give your child a reward by having a piece of the Hershey's bar to snack on. Now that's easy. You can do all sorts of subtraction problems this way. But you said, Jack, what about addition? So let's take another problem. 8 pieces. If I had 8 pieces and somebody gave me 3 more, how many pieces would I have? And I added 3 to it. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 8 plus 3, I would then have 11 pieces of Hershey bar. So 8 plus 3 is 11. So once again, you have a mathematical equation. You can also turn that way around and say 11 minus 3 equals 8, and you can do that as well. But again, you're teaching some basic math skills with the Hershey bar. Suppose you have 12 pieces of candy. In this case, 12 pieces of Hershey bar. The question is, how many sets of 2 are in 12? And that's an interesting question because how many people could get 2 pieces? For example, if you had some friends over, how many could you give 2 pieces if you had 12 total? If you take, there's one set of 2, and here's another set of 2, and another set of 2, another set of 2, and another set of 2, and another set of 2. So there's 1 set, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could give 6 friends 2 pieces of my Hershey bar, or I could give a total of 6. So I could split that up 6 different ways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is 6 sets of 2. You can do any basic division, multiplication, addition, subtraction equation with the Hershey bar. It's a real simple and fun process. But wait, as they would say on the commercials, there's more. And this doesn't cost you any extra money. If you open the Hershey's bar like this, and I've already broken one up and I have to sort of put it together, then you will see down here, can you see that? Yes. We have one Hershey's bar. See, there's one piece there. It fits the case, there's one bar. But wait, what if you break it into 2? Then you have 2 halves, or you have 1 half and 1 half. And so here's a half of Hershey's bar. I'm writing upside down. Some people say I write sound better to do right side up. And here's another half. 2 halves, if you add 2 halves together, equals 1. Because there's only one Hershey's bar there, right? So it takes these 2 sets to equal this whole bar. So we just did a bit of fractions. But then again, what if you break each half into again, then you have fourths. Each one of these is one, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna turn around, 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, and 1/4. So now we have fourths. There's 4 pieces, 1, 2, 3, 4. The pieces together make up one Hershey's bar. But you have 4 pieces, that's 1/4. You can say 1/4 plus 1/4 equals 1/2. If you want to do an equation, you add these two together and you equal 1/2, and you add these two together, you equal 1/2, and you still don't have a whole bar because it takes all of these to equal 1 bar. So you can then again teach evens and fractions. You could do thirds, sixths, fourths, 12ths even in here. So you can actually do a set of fraction equations. Have you ever thought about making math sort of a sweet experience? This is real simple, cost you a few Hershey's bars, and it could lighten up your kids' days and make them just a little more excited to enjoy some basic math with a milk chocolate dessert at the end. This is not the only way to teach math, but I am a firm believer that mathematics is best taught when it's experienced in the real world. And this is a real world experience at addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. I'm Jack Stanley with Stanley Coaching. I used to teach kids math, and this is one of the tools we used to use. It is not the most current mathematics skills, but it is still the same answers. I hope this is helpful for you. And if anyone is teaching their kids at home and they have frustration with math, let's break out some Hershey's bars to see if we can make it exciting for them. Take care.